My job as your Shogun Method coach is to kick you the real deal, and so I won't mince my words. If you have even a tiny drop of testosterone left in your spine, you'll drop everything and pay attention to every word I say. You're about to learn the elusive art of triggering a woman's tiny bit of sexual tension into a throbbing, breathless mess of emotional addiction. And you're going to learn how to do it, Shogun Method style. The first step you must take is to understand the true nature of sexual tension. You see her and she sees you. There's that glance that sends a weird little jolt up your gut. It's raw, electric, and somewhat uncomfortable like a misparked penis. Your palms get sweaty, your balls shrink, and your mouth morphs into a mumbling mess of bad jokes and nervous chuckles. You see, what you're feeling is not love, but sexual tension. Defined simply, sexual tension is the magnetic pull between masculine and feminine energy. It feels like your stomach's in a knot, and your balls are about to explode, and you don't even know her last name yet. You may feel all tingly inside, but trust me, it's nothing but your male sexual hormones firing in all directions from your testicles. It's straight-up biological warfare erupting in your groin. And guess what? You've probably pissed it all away every time it flared up. As any Shogun Method practitioner will tell you, sexual tension is only the start, never the end game. It's just the spark that you can use to trigger her emotional addiction to you, but only if you play your cards right. But here's the sad thing. Most guys don't, and they tiptoe around it like a fire they're too scared to stoke. Unlike those soy boys, you're not afraid to throw gasoline onto the spark to blow it up. And this is where the legendary Shogun Method Pendulum Protocol comes in handy. Let me spell it out for you. In the Shogun Method core training program at shogunmethod.com, here's something I teach my brothers. With a woman, emotional connection is not being nice. It's not about listening to her trauma dump for 2 hours or doing stupid shit by pretending you care about her silly emotional whims. Real emotional connection is the mutual urge to get under each other's skin. It's wanting to peel each other like a freaking onion until you're both raw, trembling and naked. The truth is, you can never fake true emotional connection. And as all Shogun Method practitioners know, it all starts with that small spark of sexual tension. You either know how to blow it up into an intense sexual obsession over you, or you're stuck jerking off to OnlyFans while she bangs Chad Thundercock. I'm going to break this down like I'm teaching a toddler how to walk, because let's face it, most guys act like bloody babies when pussy is in the picture. The Pendulum Protocol is dead simple. All you need to do is swing the conversation back and forth between two states, platonic and romantic. This constant shift gradually breaks down her emotional walls until they collapse completely around you. Here's an example sequence from the Pendulum Protocol, step by step. The first step is to start platonic. I know you're already imagining her in her lacy knickers, but you mustn't betray your carnal desires so early in the game. All you need to do is ask a question that doesn't scream, I want to sleep with you. Getting sexual right off the bat is like waving your micropenis at her and expecting applause. Don't be stupid. Instead, ask her a neutral question about what she does. Be genuine and make it sound natural, like this. So what made you choose to be a nurse? Whatever she answers, slip in something subtly emotional. For example, reply with something like this. Interesting. My Aunt Jemima was a nurse too. She was a badass. I always admired her drive. For 30 years, she stuck through it thick and thin. With that line, you dropped an emotional breadcrumb, and she'll notice it. And then, swing back to the platonic state with something like this. Will you stay in nursing forever? I couldn't do the same thing for too long. If she noticed how you said you admired women with drive, she'll try to impress you by telling you she's sticking with the work, despite the shit she puts up with every day. In Shogun Method at shogunmethod.com, you'll learn the art of creating conversational bridges. For example, you could bridge to a different topic by saying, I bet nursing is a lot like camping. So raw and real. Long shifts must feel like surviving in the wilderness sometimes. With this, you're bridging her into your world. Next, escalate, and ask her out with a line like this. Nurses have nerves of steel. You'd probably crush it on a tough camping trip. We should go sometime. I'll bring the first aid kit. You bring the medical expertise. So, here's the summary of the Pendulum Protocol. You start with a neutral question. Then, you lead her into something emotional or related to your values. Next, bridge it into your world. with a possible shared activity in the future. This is the way to turn a small spark into full-blown sexual rapport, Shogun Method style. Now here's the part that most guys never even get close to understanding. You're playing with tension and connection, but there's a way to take this even further. There's a technique hidden inside the Shogun Method online masterclass that transforms this swinging motion into full-blown emotional addiction. We're not just talking about interest or rapport, it's something darker that goes deep into a woman's subconscious to trigger her emotional addiction to you. The masterclass is at fractionation.org, but we'll come back to that in a bit. For now, just know this. There's a reason some guys become unforgettable while others get ghosted like yesterday's trash. And it's not about luck, but pure knowledge and skill. Let's go back to the Pendulum Protocol. If you've done this right, here's what happens. She starts laughing more. Her eyes light up, and she shares stories she tells nobody else. She touches your arm while talking. She talks womanese, like telling you shit like, you're different. And when those wonderful things happen, that's authentic emotional connection, not pick-up artist bullshittery. Inside her, there's real chemical desire to bond with you on every level. And when that happens, what you need to do next is straightforward. Escalate her and reach the end game, the E stage. Inside the Shogun Method, we call this emotional enslavement. Don't let the word enslavement alarm you because it's true. As every Shogun Method practitioner knows, rapport with a woman fades if you don't keep pumping life into it. She must be emotionally enslaved to you if you don't want her attraction to dip, believe me. With the Pendulum Protocol, you'll get her ready for the next level of mind control. Emotional connection is powerful, but you want more than just connection. You want subservience, and that only comes with her emotional addiction to you. And that's where fractionation comes in. In Shogun Method, fractionation is our cornerstone psychological grand strategy, where you alternate a woman's emotional highs and lows. Think of it like being a drug dealer handing out free samples to junkies. When you fractionate a woman enough, she'll start craving your presence, and she won't even understand why. Even if she's pissed, bored, or needs space, she'll keep coming back just like a junkie always returns to the source. I must warn you, this is not a casual tool. Use it wrong and she'll go nuclear. But use it right and she'll be yours forever, even if you break her heart into glass shards and scatter it across the freeway. If you want to learn how to do this, join the Shogun Method online masterclass at fractionation.org. It's a deep dive into the darkest, most forbidden tactics of female mind control, delivered by your brother Shoguns from the community at shogunmethod.net. Let me be clear, no one's coming to save you. Not your mum or your beta buddies who tell you stupid shit like, just be yourself. The Pendulum Protocol is your way out of the abyss. Shogun Method is not a cute or fluffy toy. Love and relationships are psychological combat, and guess what? You better show up fully armed. When you swing her emotions with precision with Shogun Method, she'll wrap her life around yours. If you fail, you're just another faceless loser she forgets before her Uber ride home. So, here are your choices. Choice number 1 is to keep being a clueless little simp. Choice number 2 is to master Shogun Method, dominate her subconscious like a champ, and become the virtuous masculine she can't walk away from. And if you're choosing the second option, here's another thing to remember. Shogun Method isn't for everyone. If you want cheesy pickup lines, Tinder hacks, or how to be nice so she'll like you fluff, or you have a micro-penis, don't bother. Close the tab, go watch a clown YouTube pickup artist video, and keep wondering why she never texts back. But if you've had enough of playing small, if you're done being ignored, ghosted, or friend-zoned, if you want the power to make a woman crave you, emotionally, sexually, obsessively, then you're one of the few who might be ready. Go to fractionation.org and join the Shogun Method online masterclass. It's hardcore training that hands you the psychological weapons to turn women's emotions into pure sexual fire. I've got to warn you, once you see what's inside, you can't unsee it. Not only that, you must contain this newfound power with virtue and integrity. We call this virtuous masculinity, and it's essential philosophy for every man to live as ordained by God. The truth is, some shoguns never embrace the virtuous masculinity philosophy. They go rogue with Shogun Method, never having the discipline to put it under temperance and control. So, here's the deal. Go for the second option. Only if you understand the importance of doing the right thing with the power that Shogun Method places in your hands. If that's you, then here's the shot you're waiting for. Go to fractionation.org and enter the Shogun Method online masterclass now. The sad thing is, everyone else with micro-penises will pick the first option, and they'll stay average until they die. Take it from me. Leave the losers behind. Join the Shogun Method community because your brothers are waiting. This is good for you. Trust me on this. Fractionation.org